Over the weekend, I deleted my 30,000 word manuscript, and here's why I decided to rewrite it. Now, my novel, which I was originally calling Project Sunrise, was supposed to follow a vampire who's hell bent on revenge and a human girl who wants to follow her life as a journalist. She's always wanted to be a journalist ever since she was the age of 3, and she always sees her mother on Saturday morning reading the newspaper with a cup of coffee. Now, what happened is I am 30, almost 30,000 words in, and what I realized is that the bulk of what I want to have already happened hadn't. So my main character, my MMC, we are seeing him moving towards his revenge. But in regards to my FMC, she is currently a librarian. We see her going, like, I've spent the bulk of the chapters that I've written so far. I have been so focused on her path to becoming a journalist instead of probably just starting the novel with her day one as a journalist and do like and mention her previous job as a librarian, because one of the main focus was that I wanted her it to show that she was originally a librarian prior to becoming a journalist. And so I realized that I could always start off with her being a journalist and then show her connection to the library, which is a big part of the novel. Now, some people might say that I didn't have to completely rewrite the entire novel per se, because 30,000 words is really a lot of words. And now I'm starting right back from basically where I was like 2 months ago. And this is the second time that I am rewriting. So it's not per se like the writing, because I your writing as the first draft will never be completely perfect. However, in terms of what I want, I did a lot of show not tell. So that part of my manuscript is perfect. And when I say delete, I mean delete from the software that I'm writing. Now, when you write or if you write a novel, nothing, no matter how simple a scene is garbage. So what I normally do is I normally download the PDF or the Word doc and I'll save it. So going forward, I'm gonna call this project Project Downfall, and I wanna. I think one of the things as well is that I was I'm a person like I want information, and I as a reader I'm writing this as a reader. And I think one of the things that I also need to do is to stop writing my novel as a reader. I need to focus on being the on the writer side of writing my novel. So I know as a reader I love having detail, and I think that one of the things I was doing is I was given too much detail. And also within the first chapter, when I reread it, it felt really info dumpy. I was just dumping in information I think that readers needed to have from like the get-go. And the more I wrote, the more I was able to incorporate those same info dumpy information I dumped into the very first chapter of the book. I was able to weave it in to more chapters. One of the also the other reason why I think that rewriting this novel completely is the best way to proceed is because I am that person. All my chapters are interconnected. So if I was to remove something completely from one chapter, I'd have to go through the other chapter and also remove that. And then something in that chapter that connected to the other chapter, and it so on and so forth. So all my chapters are interconnected. So the only way to fix this problem to me would have personally been to just completely delete the manuscript completely. Also, as I'm changing the entire premise slash synopsis slash tagline of the entire novel, that means that I will also have to go back and restructure the story. I follow the three act structure beat because that's the one that I'm more familiar with and I like. So I'm now having to go and rewrite all of that. So it's not that I could just erase a few chapters. There are key points that happen in my current manuscript that are only important to that plot line. So in changing the plot line, some of those key pointers would not be as important for me to keep. Also, there are the dialogue is also heavily focused around the current plot line and key points and synopsis. So the best way forward for me, even though it's not something I would have wanted to do, because at the start of this year I did my 2025 writing goal, and part of my writing goal would have been to finish this novel by January 31st. Now today is January 13th. With that being said, there's no way I cannot write 30,000 words within 2 days. I could always try, but it's not realistic because I'm also going to be replotting. And so I just think that there comes a time sometimes when you just need to know when to let go and when to start over. And I guess that I'm at the stage where I think that I need to start over. And I'm happy that I realize now, because initially my novel was supposed to be 90,000 words. And then when I got to the 20,000 mark, I realized that I wasn't going to have like enough. I wasn't going to have like enough words to complete everything that I wanted, because at 30,000 words, the bulk of I'm still in the introduction section. Can you believe that at 30,000 words, I'm still doing the introduction part of my story? The inciting incident hasn't happened yet. The point of no return. I'm nowhere near the climax. Nothing that I want to happen has happened. And I think that the best course of action right now would be to completely restart, rewrite, just start from scratch. Now, like in terms of my world building, everything regarding that will stay the same. I will add like a few new pointers with this new premise. I will keep the same characters because there's still nothing changed in terms of that. But I just think that going for the best thing for me would be to restart this novel. And so that is basically what I'm gonna do. Now, over the next few days, I will be sharing with you like my process and my progress or whatever. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, I will have a folder called a playlist called Project Writing, Project Downfall, and you can go and catch up on all those episodes. I'll do them in episodes, so you can always definitely check that out. And if you write, let me know. Have you ever completely rewritten your manuscript, or do you usually just go through and remove what you don't need? That was just my quick rambling, just sharing like my latest update on my writing. If you were here, if you stick through, just thank you for listening. Um, and happy writing. Have a wonderful year, month, day. Oh, no, 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 no. I spoiled it. So happy writing. Have a wonderful year, month, week, day, hour, minute, second. And I'll see you in another writing vlog. Bye.